Yvonne here. I'm going to show you how to get back to basics today and make a card for a child or have a child make it with you. It is that simple. Let's begin. What you're going to need for this project is a card base, and you are going to need a card layer, which I'm going to take this for my first layer, and I will cut that down to 3 3/4 by 5, 5 1/2, 5 1/4, like this. And then for my top layer, I am just going to use a Whisper White cardstock, and I am going to cut it down for my second layer at 3 1/2 by 5. 3 1/2 by 5. Now this will be my 2 layers that I'm going to create before putting my little varmints, or not varmints, but they're little tiny spiders. And then you can sing the song of the itsy bitsy spider went up a garden spout. Down came the rain and washed it all up. Something like that. I couldn't even sing the song when my grandkids were born. My daughter-in-law had to buy me the song, the little booklet with the song. We had a good chuckle over that. Okay, so now I'm going to create my spiders right here. So in order to do that, I used a 1 1/2 inch punch and a 1 1/4 inch punch. So for the, let me take out some of my polka dots here, and I should have had them out first, but I did not. So we are going to create as we go along here. There you go. And I have my 3 identical ones that I have there. So I am going to take the larger punch, which is 1 1/2, and this is for the lower body, or the whatever, the back end. And I'm going to cut out 3 of these. And now for the head, I'm going to cut out 3 of these at 1 1/4 inch. So there's 1. There is 2. And the third one is what color? Third one is the blue-gray, over here. Okay, like so. All right, so now that we have that, all we're going to do at this point, it's quite simple, is just set them up. So I'm going to add these, and there's no rhyme or reason for anything. You just add where you think you'd like to have it. These are the bodies, and I'm just going, they're not even set up the same as what I did up here, my first one, but still it's all going to work out. And here is the face, but I'm going to raise them just a little bit to give it some character. And it's just, all I have here is, I have some foam back tape that I've purchased at our local Dollarama, and it works perfectly. It has a nice hole to it, and I use it a lot. For $1, you get, I think it's 15 feet or so, maybe a little more. I mean, where can you buy that for that price, right? So again, I'm just adding my second head. I don't know if you can see that starting to form as a character. It's a card that goes really fast. Children would love to do this. If not, adults love to do it too. Now I'm going to use some little eyes that I've purchased here from the dollar store again, and I find that it works perfect for what I'm using it for. And these again were just $1. And so if I lose one, it's not a big deal, is it? Just one little guy there. Now I'm going to grab on some more because I want some small ones. A lot of static in these though. And I'm just going to put the eyes in. 1 and 2. Pull the eyes together. And 3. Here's another one. One here, and I need one more. There you go. And there's my other one right here. So now I have all the eyes. Now it's time for me to create those little legs. Those little legs are adorable. I'm just going to put back my eyeballs in my googly little eyes. There's a lot of static here in these, for some reason, in these eyes. But let me see if I can make it quick. Get it out of the way. If not, I'm going to stand beside. There you go. Well, now we got one without dropping one on the ground. That's a first for me. Okay. So, this is funny. I'm going to grab from Faber-Castell one of my pens here, marker pens, and all I'm going to do at this point is draw some legs. And I'm just, you can see there's not a big deal to this. I'm just going to draw, it's kind of an upside down V, and we have ourselves some legs. 2, 3, and then here, even though I don't have room, I still draw them. I let them kind of fade away outside, and the same is here. I'll go up, up, and down like that. Okay, so now that we have all this done up, now we need to add our ropes. But I will add my birthday greetings right now, and this birthday greeting comes from Stampin' Up, and it's an old set called For You, and I'm using the birthday wishes that is right there. So I'm going to stamp it up with some Memento ink. You could use some colored ink if you wanted to. It's up to you. And I'm going to add the birthday wishes. I might have to move him a little bit. I should have thought of that, and I didn't. I'm going to put birthday wishes down now. And I'm going to add it right there. Oh, I hope I didn't smudge it. Could have. Yes, I did. Well, I can fix that, because all I'm going to do now is on a white piece of cardstock like this. I'm going to do it again. This is how you can fix your mistakes. So if you're doing it with children and they end up not doing it right too, it's not a big deal. You just reprint it, and then you just cut it out, like keeping it straight, or at least I'm trying to keep it as straight as possible. I want some more out of that. So let me see here what I can do. There's one. I'm just going to take off a little bit off of this too. Let's see if I can. There, that's perfect. Perfect. So all I'm going to do here, you saw that this was messed up. So I'm just going to add up. I'm just going to add a bit of tape here, like that. And I'm going to add this across. And nobody will ever know that this had to be manipulated. There you go. And then I'm just going to add my little guy again. Isn't he sweet? I think I'm just going to pull him up just a little bit. And I'm going to pull his head up just a little bit because you can't see it. There. What do you think? You think he's cute? I think he's adorable. I think he's adorable. Adorable, adorable. Now, as I did on this one, I added some ropes. So I just went in my stash here, nothing fancy, and I took out some ropes, some matched, some didn't match. It wasn't a matter of matchy-matchy. It was a matter of, okay, let's give this a shot, see if this is going to work. So here I have like a dark pink purple. Not really purple, it's pink more than anything else, but it goes well with that one. So I'm going to make a little bow, and you just make a bow like you'd be tying your sneaker. And it's simple as that. And if you can't do it just by hand like this, it doesn't need to be super snug tight, because you're going to, it's not turning out on that end. If ever you can't do it, which I can't see why not, but let's say you couldn't, just put a pencil and tie it around a pencil, and you should be all set. There you go. There you go. Can't go wrong here. Now I'm going to cut this short, like that. Whoop. Scissors are not the sharpest tool in the shed. And what I did here is I added my rope to my little mat. First I measured it, which is going to be just a little tiny piece, like that, with my bow. And all I did was grab my tape and just did this right on top of it, because having a mat, it's not going to stick on the mat, it's going to stick on the rope. So then I lifted just a bit of his bum, if you want to call it that, and I added the rope underneath, and then I cut the excess off, and I added, whoops, wrong roll, a little glue dot on this little bow, like that, and I added it right there. Now, how cute is that? I mean, I can't see any child not appreciating and enjoying making it and giving it, is what I'm thinking. Now I'm going to grab a piece of the blue. I'm going to need a little bit more on the blue, so let's say this will be for the rope hanging from wherever it's coming from. And then I'm going to make another little bow here. Bows are not hard to make. If you have little stubby fingers, it can be a little, once you've grabbed it, you're all set, just to grab it. So now I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to grab my good old Tombow glue here. Any glue will do. If you don't have anything, this type of glue, just put a little dab of wet glue. It'll work too. I just figured this would be less messy to work with at this point in time. So then I'm going to just press it down straight out like I just did, and snip off the excess, not access, because you don't have access to anything, but you do have excess in the rope. Have a little bit more than you should. Okay, so there's my blue one ready to go. And for the orange, I didn't know what to take. And then all of a sudden, boom, look what popped out, this one here. So I did the same thing. I ended up, I'm just going to tuck it underneath. This one here is going to be tucked just underneath the face, because you're not going to be able to see. I'm just going to add it there and tuck it underneath this little guy's face like that. And then I think I will put a bow just the same though. So all I got to do is make a little bow here, like so. Look at this, how cute this is. Oh, you can make it any colors, especially when you are doing a lot of cards or scrapbooking. You have so many little pieces left over, and my goodness, you wonder sometimes, what am I going to do with it? This is an excellent idea. Excellent, excellent. It doesn't matter what age group, too, they'll enjoy it. So I'm just going to add it there for measure. Now, if I wanted to, I could, I suppose, add another piece here. But no, I'm going to leave it just as is. And that makes to be this little guy. Oh, he's so cute. So cute. I just love him, love him, love him. So this is Yvonne. And I'm just about ready to let you guys go for another little bit. And all I did to finish off this card, by the way, is I added some dimensional tape. You know me, I love to have dimension. I love to have character. I like to texture, textile, and anything at all. I absolutely love it. I'm always there to learn new stuff. I'll try anything. And we see how it ends up at the end. And yes, I do goof up. I've known to goof up quite a bit sometimes. But in the end, I'm a stubborn little girl, because in the end, I still end up doing what I had pointed out. Because a lot of time I learn by trial and error, right? And I have these buttons that I bought at I believe this was Dollarama, I think it was. So, can't even remember. It's been a little while. So, because I have a white space right in the middle here, I'm going to add some in here. I'm going to add yellow, blue, and I'm going to add a pink. Right like that. Yeah, he's cute. So it kind of fills in that space, that dead space. I mean, I could put 2 or 3. Like here, I added up there. And now you tell me what child would not like to get that. That is so adorable. And you can tell it didn't take long. If you don't have a punch, that is fine. Just take a little, as long as it's a circle, you know, make a circle, cut it out with your scissors. It really doesn't matter. But in my case, I use a 1.5 and 1 1/4. 1.5 for the body, 1 1/4 for the head. A little bit of buttons, a marker, a little bit of cardstock, and there you go. You have a cute little card. This is Yvonne, and I'm going to let you go for now, but do stick around because I will be having more shortly. Have a great day, guys, and most importantly, be happy.